Well, Neal, we're a month into pre-season now, 3 games in. How do you feel it's going overall?
A bit mixed. I think there's been some good things. I think we're still short of in a lot of areas, but we've had quite a good turnover of new players come in, trialists have come in, young kids have come up from the academy. So you're trying to bed all these people together. So it's never that easy, and obviously we're still hoping for one or two. Pre-season's trying to get that team cohesion, and there's lots of work still to be done.
Last week, Bass said Will Jaaskelainen was having a scan on an injury picked up against Portsmouth. Can you give us an update on that injury?
Yeah, so the scans come back with a grade 2 in his knee, strain in his knee, meniscus. So it's likely that that's going to be a 4 to 6 week job from the injury. It's very doubtful that Will be sort of fit for the opening games. Well, obviously, myself, Bass, and Jody are talking about what we need to do to try and get through that sort of first month of the season. You know, as we all know, the season starts very, very congested, 16 games in 8 weeks. So we'll have a look at what we do as far as whether we bring in to support Craig.
And when we sat down together a couple of weeks ago, you mentioned some of the key areas that you're looking to strengthen. I know we obviously bought a player in that time, but can you give us any update of what we're looking like for incomings?
Yeah, we go back and forth. It's very fluid when you're having these conversations about the type we need, what we need. Players that you feel like might not have been an option become an option, vice versa. So it's very fluid. You have to be ready and have done all your homework, which we have. Jody's working hard at trying to get a couple over the line, and as always, everyone's trying to do their business. The domino effect sort of kicks in a little bit later in the window sometimes. So I'm confident they'll happen, and we're not sort of dilly-dallying around sitting on our hands. We're desperate to get them in so that they can bed in with the boys and not have them arrive in the Friday before the first game of the season. So we're working really hard at it.
We've had 3 sort of different tests in pre-season so far in terms of opposition, standard of opposition. What can we expect from the final 3 games going ahead into the season?
Yeah, well, I think what we hope to expect is really technically gifted teams with a lot of athleticism and pace that are going to challenge us in different ways, So we feel these 3 teams will play very open, expansive football. They'll challenge our distances without the ball. They'll expose us in overloaded situations, and they'll have some very talented boys, as we know, with 1v1 domination. So we feel we're going to, although it's different from the physical perspective of what you might get from a men's team, we feel these teams will play. They won't try and sort of go long and stretch the game that way. They'll try and play through you, and we feel like it's going to really open our eyes to where we are without the ball. Not that we've worked overly without the ball at the moment. We're trying to bed our own style in, but it's always good to test yourself and see where you are on it, and that's the challenges we expect.
Perfect. Thank you, Neal. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.